Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When 1,000-Pound Sisters first premiered on TLC, fans were immediately drawn to the chaotic charm and unfiltered honesty of the Slatton family. But while the show's early focus revolved mainly around Tammy and Amy's intense weight loss struggles, another family duo quietly began their own powerful transformation: Chris and Brittany Combs. Today, Chris and his wife Brittany are standing tall and lighter than ever, radiating confidence as they flaunt their massive weight loss success. Their journey isn't just about numbers on a scale, it's a living testament to teamwork, faith, and perseverance. What began as a secondary storyline has now evolved into one of the most inspiring success arcs in the show's history. In this feature, we'll explore how Chris and Brittany Combs went from supporting characters to weight loss role models, the emotional hurdles they overcame, the impact their transformation has had on their marriage and family, and how their story continues to inspire fans worldwide. The beginning: a family in crisis. Before their lives changed on national television, Chris and Brittany were living in the shadow of a family's collective struggle with obesity. The Slatton siblings, Tammy, Amy, and Chris, all grew up in a small Kentucky town where comfort food was culture and health wasn't always a priority. Generational habits, poverty, and emotional eating shaped much of their adult lives. Chris Combs, the older brother figure to his sisters, was known for his humor, loyalty, and good-natured teasing. Fans loved him from the start because he seemed grounded, the kind of man who'd fire up the grill, tell a few jokes, and then quietly check on his sister's well-being when no one was watching. But behind that easygoing charm, Chris was battling his own demons with food and self-worth. When he first appeared on 1,000-Pound Sisters, Chris weighed around 450 pounds. He admitted that he'd often downplay his own health issues to focus on Tammy's, joking that, "At least I can still get around." But deep down, he knew that his weight was limiting his life, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Brittany, his devoted wife, was always his anchor. Unlike the loud dynamics between the Slatton sisters, Brittany brought calm energy. She wasn't as outspoken on camera, but her quiet strength became a stabilizing force for Chris during the hardest parts of his transformation. The wake-up call: Chris decides to take control. For Chris, the real turning point came during a family intervention with Tammy. The doctor bluntly told Tammy that she was eating herself into an early grave. Those words hit everyone in the room, but they landed hardest on Chris. He realized that he wasn't too far behind. Chris confessed later that he didn't want his nieces to see him die young from preventable causes. He wanted to live long enough to watch them grow up, to enjoy life beyond the confines of obesity. That moment lit a spark in him, one that grew into a steady determination. Soon after, Chris made the life-changing decision to join his sisters in their weight loss mission. He signed up for bariatric surgery consultations, started working with the same doctors as Tammy and Amy, and committed himself to following the program with unrelenting dedication. The hard road to change. Reality TV fans often underestimate the true difficulty of the weight loss journey. It's not just about following a diet or getting surgery, it's about confronting decades of emotional pain and self-destructive patterns. Chris knew that if he didn't change his mindset, no surgery could save him. During the early stages of his journey, he struggled to stick with a strict pre-surgery diet. He'd often joke about missing his favorite Southern dishes, but he pushed through. Fans remember one touching moment when Brittany surprised him with a healthy homemade meal that tasted just like Grandma's cooking, without the guilt. The couple began walking together every evening, even if it was just around the block. Brittany, who also wanted to lose weight, decided that she wouldn't just be a spectator to Chris's transformation, she would be his teammate. Their bond strengthened as they shared the same goal: to reclaim their health and future together. Brittany's quiet transformation. While Chris's weight loss journey was more publicized, Brittany's personal transformation happened more quietly, but it was equally remarkable. At the beginning, Brittany was hesitant to appear often on 1,000-Pound Sisters. She preferred to stay behind the scenes, offering support and encouragement to her husband and his sisters. But as time passed, viewers noticed her own shrinking figure, glowing confidence, and newfound energy. Brittany opened up in a few episodes, admitting that she had also struggled with her weight since childhood. Emotional eating, she said, became a coping mechanism during stressful times. Watching Chris take charge of his life inspired her to do the same. Together, they redefined what partnership means, not just romantic love, but accountability, mutual support, and shared discipline. Fans loved how Brittany never overshadowed Chris's journey, yet her presence was crucial in keeping him grounded. The surgery, fear, hope, and new beginnings. When Chris finally got approved for bariatric surgery, the excitement was mixed with anxiety. Surgery always carries risks, and Chris's health complications added another layer of fear. But he went through with it, driven by the thought that this was his second chance at life. The recovery process wasn't easy. The pain, the strict liquid diet, and the emotional roller coaster tested his patience. But Brittany was right there, blending soups, keeping track of his medications, and cheering for every pound he lost. When Chris stepped on the scale a few weeks later and saw the number drop significantly, tears filled his eyes. For the first time in years, he believed in himself. He later told producers, "It ain't just about losing weight, it's about gaining your life back. That's the real reward." Results that speak for themselves. Fast forward to today, and the results are staggering. Chris Combs has lost well over 150 pounds, and Brittany has shed nearly 100 herself. Together, they've become the picture of what dedication and teamwork can achieve. Recent photos shared by fans and TLC producers show the couple glowing with health. Chris's face is noticeably slimmer, his posture straighter, and his confidence radiant. Brittany's transformation is equally striking, her smile brighter, her energy levels higher, her wardrobe full of vibrant new styles. At family gatherings, they now move around easily, chasing after their nieces and joining in on activities they once avoided. Even Tammy and Amy, who have had their own ups and downs, have publicly praised Chris and Brittany's consistency and encouragement. Family pride, inspiring the Slatton siblings. In a family often marked by chaos, sibling rivalry, and emotional turbulence, Chris and Brittany have become the steady heartbeat of the Slatton clan. Chris's success inspired Tammy to take her own surgery more seriously, and even Amy has said that seeing her brother's progress motivates her to stay on track. In one memorable episode, Tammy said, "If Chris can do it, I can do it too. He's proof that we can all change if we really want it." Brittany's influence also reached beyond her husband. She's often credited by fans as a calming presence for the entire family. She's been seen comforting Tammy, advising Amy on diet tips, and helping with family meals that fit everyone's new lifestyle. The internet reacts. Fans can't stop talking. When 1,000-pound sisters posted new promotional photos for the upcoming season, fans nearly broke social media with their reactions. Chris and Brittany's weight loss photos went viral on Reddit, X formerly Twitter, and Facebook fan groups. Comments poured in. "They look amazing. So proud of them. Chris is literally glowing, Brittany too. What a power couple." Finally, some positive transformation in the Slatton family. These two give me hope. Even die-hard fans who often focus on Tammy's storylines agreed that Chris and Brittany were the emotional backbone of the show. Their humor, humility, and strong marriage have made them fan favorites. Life after weight loss. What changed forever? The physical transformation is visible, but the emotional and psychological changes are even deeper. Chris often says that losing weight gave him back his self-respect. He no longer hides behind jokes or avoids mirrors. He started new hobbies like hiking and fishing again, things he used to love but had given up due to his size. He can now walk for long periods without running out of breath. Everyday activities, tying his shoes, climbing stairs, or fitting into a car seat comfortably, have become victories. Brittany, too, has found new confidence. She's taken on new personal goals, like running a 5K charity event, and she's even talked about helping others in their own wellness journeys. The couple now uses their platform to promote healthy living, balanced eating, and body positivity, not through fad diets, but through realistic, long-term change. Facing the critics. Of course, being reality TV stars means not everyone's kind. Some critics on social media have accused the couple of using surgery as an easy way out, but Chris has always handled criticism with humor and humility. He once replied during an interview, "Ain't nothing easy about changing your whole life. Surgery's just a tool, you still gotta do the work every day." That authenticity is exactly what keeps fans loyal. They appreciate that Chris and Brittany don't glamorize weight loss. They're honest about their bad days, about cravings and setbacks. And that realism makes their success even more relatable. Love, laughter, and loose skin. In a lighthearted episode, Chris joked about his new problem, loose skin. Fans laughed along as he made self-deprecating jokes about his bat wings. But beneath the humor was a genuine challenge. Like many who lose massive amounts of weight, Chris is now considering skin removal surgery. Brittany, always supportive, says she'll be by his side through that too. They've even discussed documenting the process for fans who are curious about the next stage of transformation. Their love story, meanwhile, remains the soul of their journey. The couple recently celebrated their anniversary with a simple picnic in the park, something they couldn't comfortably do before their weight loss. Brittany shared on Instagram, "We didn't need fancy restaurants or gifts. Just being able to walk hand in hand, breathe fresh air, and feel free, that's everything." Health, faith, and future plans. Both Chris and Brittany have been open about how faith helped them stay strong. They've spoken about praying together, especially during the toughest moments. Their belief that God gave them a second chance at life continues to guide their decisions. Chris has hinted that he wants to use his platform for good. He's reportedly in talks with local Kentucky schools to speak to young people about health, confidence, and self-care. Brittany, meanwhile, has expressed interest in starting a blog or YouTube channel about healthy home cooking, something fans are already eagerly waiting for. There are even whispers that TLC might give the couple their own spin-off focused on their new lifestyle, home life, and post-weight loss adventures. If that happens, it would be a well-deserved spotlight for two people who've earned every ounce of their success. What their story teaches us: the Combs journey is more than a TV success story. It's a powerful reminder that change doesn't happen overnight. It happens one choice at a time. Their story teaches that love can fuel transformation, that accountability strengthens resolve, and that humility makes victories sweeter. They didn't just lose weight. They gained freedom from shame, from limitations, from fear. Fans often say that watching Chris and Brittany makes them believe they can do it too. And that's the greatest legacy of all: a family reborn. As 1,000-pound sisters continues to evolve, so do its stars. While the show will always have its share of drama and tension, it's the real, raw human stories like Chris and Brittany's that keep fans tuning in. From their humble beginnings to their triumphant glow-up, Chris and Brittany Combs represent everything the show was meant to be: a celebration of courage, growth, and the power of family. They've proven that it's never too late to start over, never too hard to take control, and never too selfish to prioritize your health. Today, when Chris and Brittany step out together, smiling, confident, and lighter in every sense of the word, they're not just flaunting their new bodies. They're flaunting their strength, their perseverance, and the love that made it all possible. And in doing so, they've become the true heart of 1,000-pound sisters, a living, breathing symbol of hope that transformation isn't just for TV. It's for anyone willing to fight for it.